What's a classic when you don't have one of the main teams that's always been a part of the classic is not going to play in this classic this year? I mean, we got two new teams that's going to play in the classic that many are going to wonder exactly if it's going to have that same luster as what we've seen in the years in the years previous, where you had two teams go out there on the field and it had you glued to the edge of your seat to see exactly what's going on. Will the trash talking be the same? Will the fanfare come out and be just as glorious as we've seen over the past couple of years? I mean, there's a lot of questions that's being asked as far as what can we expect from this. And as the days grow closer, because right now we got spring ball going on right now. I know y'all like, Coach, how in the hockey sticks, HE double, are you getting to daggone the Orange Blossom Classic already, brother? What are you doing? Listen, we're not going to talk about just the Orange Blossom Classic. We're going to talk about a situation that went on last season where there's a lot of complaints that took place where folks want to talk about people cheating and getting the upper hand over programs. I'm going to give y'all some insight on some things that I don't think a lot of folks pay close attention to, especially if they were not fans of these programs. And even some of the fans of the programs really didn't pay any attention to it because they sat back a little mute and didn't, put it out there to the masses for them to understand, like, listen, we've seen all of this go on a time or two before. But I know y'all like, Coach, come on, because you talking, hey, here you go with these riddles again. You act like you're trying to give us a hot 16 or better yet a hot 4. And your bars right now just ain't hitting bars right. They ain't bars right now, Coach. So give us something, give us something intangible so we can get into this thing and let this thing roll. I'm going to tell you this right now. I want everybody to make sure you're ready because we're going to jump on in this thing. But I gotta ask you all, are you guys having a fantastic day? How's your day been thus far? Because I think that's something that we need to ask one another, from time to time. Hey, how's everything going? Is everything going great? Everything's going mighty fine over here for Coach. I have my rough days here and there, but I still push on through because that's just something that you gotta do. But I want to make sure all of you out there got your lunch, your breakfast, your coffee, your toast, you got your pillow, you got your blanket. You're real comfortable wherever it is that you're going to be watching another episode of Blow the Whistle with your host, Coach Walker. I want to make sure you got that whatever it is you need to do to make you relax. I want to make sure you got your drinks. I want to make sure you got it all, your chips, popcorn, you got your fruit cups, whatever it is that you need. You got your popsicles. You got your animal crackers, whatever it is you need to go ahead and sit down and get comfortable. Because we about to dive on in this thing because I know y'all like, Coach, you've been acting a plum fool, boy, over the past couple of these episodes. You just out of sorts with a lot of things. But I got some throwback stuff I got to give to you. I had one in the pocket that I didn't push out. I don't know why YouTube didn't let that thing go, but I'm sending it out anyway. But it's not going to be this one right here. It's this one here is something new and fresh. I got to give it to you. But we're going to talk about, remember all of the chaos that took place last season with the University of Michigan, with all of this madness about how they cheated, they were stealing plays, they were stealing signals, and all this other rigmarole, right? I get it. The folks was getting a little pissed off how, Coach Khaki was over there kicking their teeth in, game in and game out. They couldn't do nothing with them. And then, normally we would get to Ohio State, and Ohio State would go ahead and monkey stomp us one time and let us know, hey, look, we still got y'all number. Y'all ain't coming over here and getting this work. But now that the worm has turned and Ohio State has been getting their teeth kicked in by the University of Michigan, folks don't understand, nor do they know what to do. And they're trying to figure out what in the world can we do to get that old thing back? Because we can't keep taking these beatings like this no more. We can't keep taking these beatings like this no more. It ain't even crazy. Let me stop right there. It's not crazy because this has been going on for a mighty long daggone time. If you look back to when head coach Ryan Day came in, I'm just using him as the latest to do it. When Ryan Day became the head football coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes, he hired a couple of coaches from the University of Michigan. Nobody talked about that back in 2019. And the crazy part about it is he hired some coaches that was on the side of the ball that was very important, especially if your team was looking to stop Michigan from doing some things that they've been capable of doing against everybody else. Yeah, he hired two guys off the defensive side of the ball, some defensive assistants, and Greg Matson and Al Washington. He hired them back in 2019. Now, one thing for certain, I'm going to throw this out here to a couple of folks because I don't think some people may know. The great Bo Schembechler. Yes, sir, the great Bo Schembechler. I remember as a kid watching him out there coaching that sideline. Hell, I wanted to go play for Bo Schembechler. I was hoping he was going to be around by the time I got out there, got on the field to do my thing. But it didn't work out that way. But he was an Ohio State assistant under Woody Hayes before he became the head football coach of the University of Michigan. Raise your hand if you knew that out there. I'm just throwing it out there to the masses because I want people to understand one thing. Coaches have been going back and forth between the universities since forever. It's always happened that way. But I get it. Ryan Day was trying to, save his behind with him losing to the champs. What are they called? The champs. Who? The national champions. That's who they are. Yes, they are the national champions. I mean, heck, you even had what's the former head football coach over there at Alabama, Nick Saban tried to run that game 2 times. Oh, they got access to your iPads to see. Stop the cap, bro. No, you took that L. Take that L. We gave you one. I mean, y'all been kicking our teeth in for years, man. Them SEC teams would come in there and beat up on them Big Ten teams and just have us looking like we're a little league squad out there. I'm like, cut it out. I'm willing to be real on that one. I can talk my talk on that thing there. But you know what? Them boys came out there and fought, and they showed and proved exactly what they were able to do, and they won it all this year. So, with all that being said, Michigan got them a daggone new running back coach coming into the program. And you know what? This running back coach has coached some good ones. I mean, when you coming into Ann Arbor, we got to go get the best when we trying to bring them into Ann Arbor. We just ain't trying to bring any old body up in there and say, hey, you want to go coach in Michigan? No, we ain't trying to do that. We trying to bring the best up in that bad boy. Let everybody know, hey, listen, we're on a mission. And even though Coach Kaki is gone, even though he's going to LA, I mean, he's going to San Diego, he's out there on the West Coast, he's doing his thing out there. They're trying to make sure they set this thing up so they can continue to keep doing that thing that they do when they go out there on their field and lay the wood to folks, letting them know, hey, them Wolverines is here. You feel me? So I'm just saying to you, y'all get ready for it because he coached J.K. Dobbins, Ezekiel Elliott, and a few other running backs that have gone on to the NFL and played ball and done some phenomenal things. Coach I'm talking about is none other than Coach Alford. That's coming over from the Ohio State University. I'm going to give you the 3 times back-to-back. The University of Michigan has kicked y'all behind. The Ohio State that has not won a championship because Michigan is in the way. Michigan did it before y'all did. That's all I got to say. Yeah, y'all won some championships. Don't let me get beside myself. I mean, Michigan finally got them one. Listen. I'm being facetious. I'm having a good time with this because looking at another coach leave from Ohio State and choose to want to go to Michigan, I'm just like, wow, really? I mean, the University of Ohio, the Ohio State University, they got the top running backs in their program right now. One of them that's coming back, that's a senior, and I think they got another running back that's there as well. They supposed to be like the 1-2 punch, rushing the ball this season. This upcoming season. So we'll see. We'll see. But I got to say congratulations to Coach Alford from The Ohio State University for coming to be a part of the champs coaching staff. Oh, I love it. Ooh, the champ. Y'all heard this? Ooh, the champ. Oh, the champ. Hail to the victor. Hail to the victor, baby. Yes, hail to the victor. Well, you know what? Let me leave that alone. Because I know y'all ain't coming here to listen to me talk about no daggone University of Michigan. Y'all want to know what my thoughts is on what's going down with this Orange Blossom Classic, guys. I had to have me a little fun with that because, you know what? I see certain issues that's going on all the time, and I just like talking about it. And when I saw this pop up, man, these folks is losing their mind over this man leaving from Ohio State to go to the University of Michigan. I'm like, come on, guys, let's be real here. I mean, it was cool when y'all did it. Why is it a problem when we do it? I mean, give it a rest already. Hey, suck it up, Buttercup. Here we go. We about to go ahead and put this work in one more time. Yeah, we lost the running back last year. Corum is going into the NFL, but guess what? We got some other ones back there too, and we just recruited some to come in there as well. So we can really do that. We about to make that thing do what it do. And not only that, we got another fantastic running back coach over there, and Coach Hart, who I believe Hart played for the University of Michigan. So I'm just going to sit back, watch this all unravel, and have me a daggone good time, smiling from ear to ear, watching us go ahead, get back in this thing again, and compete for another one. Yes. But the Orange Blossom Classic. Let me go on back to the Orange Blossom Classic now. I mean, it may not be the same, as far as the feel, the that feeling that you had coming into the stadium that first time when you saw Jackson State versus FAMU in the Orange Blossom Classic back in 2021, where you had Coach Prime and Coach Simmons out there on the field against one another. You had the two teams out there ready to compete, and that game went down to the wire, which Jackson State won 7-6. Now, dating all the way back to 1933, we've always seen a FAMU team in the Orange Blossom Classic. Now, once I got to really dissecting that part of everything, trying to see what's going on, I begin to understand why some of the Rattler fans are pissed off. How in the world do you take the team out of the Orange Blossom Classic, which they're hosting, be it they're hosting because it's in Florida, and they are a part of it. Orange is one of their colors, right? So I get it. And the fans, they love going down there to go support and do their thing as far as, making sure they watch their team go out there and compete. Well, now we got two new teams that's going to be in there. And, sitting back, watching how all of this is going to unravel, I mean, it's going to be something to see because we got Alabama State versus North Carolina Central University that's going to be competing in this game. Now, one thing I'll tell you is this. If you think this game is going to be a letdown, I got to be honest with you right now. Think twice. I honestly believe this is going to be a great game between these two teams. And I know you're like, Coach, how in the heck are you going to tell us this is going to be a good game between these two teams and you don't even know who's going to be on the team? Well, Coach had to sit down and do a little research. I had to look over some things. And we still got the last, window that's going to open for the transfer portal, which some of the coaches are going to get out there and get those athletes that's needed for them to be able to compete this season, looking to position themselves to play for an HBCU National Championship, which is the Celebration Bowl at the end of the season. That's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, with all of that being said, looking at what the Hornets was able to do last season, where they were able to win, 7-5? 7-5 last season they went, in which they were they were 7-4. They were 6-5 the season previous. Excuse me, my apologies. Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. has that team excelling and forging forward to do some great things. So I believe in this year, Coach Robinson and his coaching staff are believing that this is their year to go ahead and put it all together and make it happen. Some of these folks out here, they're looking forward to seeing the North Carolina Central University, who was the 2022 HBCU National Champions, come out there and do some phenomenal things in this game. One athlete that they will not see in this game playing is none other than QB Davius Richards. He will not be there in that game. He's looking to get himself into the NFL draft and go play on the next level. I wish that young man the best of luck and hope that everything is good as far as with the injury that he suffered while, playing in the HBCU Legacy Bowl. But I say all of that to say this. Looking at both teams as far as with how things constructed that played last season, both teams are going to be without some stars out there on the field. They're going to be missing a couple of key players on the offense and defensive side of the ball. And we'll definitely have, like I said, we got to wait and see how everything's going to size up with these two teams. I know Coach Trey Oliver has always been one that will coach up the athletes and have them prepared and ready to get out there and compete, season after season. Once athletes leave out, they're going to have other athletes that are going to come into the program and be ready to go. From what I'm seeing here, I believe that they're going to be without some athletes, a few athletes here and there on both sides of the ball, but they will be ready to get out there and compete. Now, the $1 million question is going to be for the North Carolina Central University football team is who's going to be QB1? Yes, there's a young man that was, I think it's Walker, that was behind him, behind Davis Richards last season. So we're going to see what that young man can do if he's dubbed QB1 to go out there on the field and play. Now, when we look on the other side of the ball, you got a new quarterback that has come into the Alabama State Hornets football program, and none other than Texas Southern transfer Andrew Body, who is looking to show everyone in the first game of the season. He's looking to put everybody on notice, letting them know, hey, listen, y'all are gonna come up against this team. Y'all gonna get this work every week. We're not backing off. We're not taking our foot off the gas. We smash it full steam ahead. They have their eyes on the prize, looking to get to the ultimate goal, which is playing for that national championship. And we're going to see exactly how that all turns out. Another key athlete that's going to be missed on that Alabama State football team is Keshawn Johnson, who was the leading receiver last season, as well as Colton Adams, linebacker, who also, he's gone into the NFL draft as well. He was the leading tackler on the team for the past, 2-3 seasons. That young man is a tackling machine. So we're going to see how that goes. But I got to give head coach Eddie Robinson Jr. his props, because he said, hey, I'm missing key pieces here. Let me go get these key pieces, bring them into the program. He has a young man that's coming into the program that's a transfer from the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, who's a linebacker as well, Rico Dozier, who led his team with over, I believe he had over 100 tackles last season as well, or if not, like right at 100 tackles. So that young man is one that has a means to get his nose to, find his way to the ball. They're like, this young man is sniffing out where them plays are going, and he's getting there and attacking. So that's going to be something to watch this upcoming season as well. So we're going to see exactly how all of this plays out between these two teams. I believe that they're going to do some type of meet and greet, if I'm not mistaken, coming up soon. If not today, maybe the next week or so. Coach could be off on that. But I saw something come up, they're talking about the Orange Blossom Classic with these two teams. And I just want to give you guys a quick rundown as far as what my thoughts would be as far as these two teams playing one another. Yes, I do believe it's going to be a good game between both of the programs, because, again, you got new athletes that's going to come into the program that's going to have to come in and show and prove. It's going to be time for them to submit their legacy as far as how things are going to go for them with their collegiate sports careers starting in this Orange Blossom Classic game. These classics, I'm beginning to see athletes are able to stamp their get that stamp of relevance as far as them playing in those games, to showcase people and let them know that they are the real deal, especially if they're getting out there and making some things happen. Remember what happened last season? FAMU came out there, the Dark Cloud defense put on a show. You had folks on the offensive side of the ball. You had Yank Sherrod for FAMU, got out there and showed everybody what they could do, as well as those that was on the defensive side of the ball. General Hunt, they showed up and showed out. So this is why I'm saying this is something to really pay close attention to as far as with this game. Make sure you get down there, get your tickets, go down there, show up and show out, and support these teams. Like I said before, I understand it's going to be some major shoes to fill, especially what we've been able to see over the past 3 seasons between FAMU and Jackson State University playing in that Orange Blossom Classic. It's here now. You got 2 new teams that's going to play, so we're going to see exactly how things turn out. So again, get your tickets, get down there, show up and show out. Let them know we here. Hey, had you a good time down there? Because you know what? Coach had a daggone good time down there in Miami. I ain't know what to do with myself. So I'm trying to see how everything, I got a big day coming up here in August. So I'm trying to see how all that's going to work. Am I going to be able to slide on in there and go check that out? Or am I going to be told, heck no, you're going to have to wait and go? So we're going to see how, heck no, you can't go. Ain't going to be wait and go. Heck no, you can't go. So we're going to wait and see how that's going to work out. So like I said, guys, make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Go down there and support. Do what you need to do to make sure that they got, we show the love and support for these 2 programs. Like I said, you got head coach Eddie Robinson Jr. and head coach Trey Oliver over at North Carolina Central doing some phenomenal things. Eddie Robinson is over at Alabama State. They're looking to build these programs up to showcase the talent within and let everybody know that there's no need you trying to take them for granted, because they're going to come out there every week looking to punch in your mouth and let you know you're going to have a fight on your hands. This ain't going to be an easy way to go. But, guys, Coach going to go ahead and get up on out this thing. But like he always say, This has been another great episode of Blow the Whistle with your host, Coach Walker. And remember, be the one and lead.